The movie business is intensely competitive, and today's stars are expected to work hard at promoting their movies, which is why Saif Ali Khan has been racking up the frequent flyer miles as part of a worldwide campaign to boost his latest thriller at the box office.
Eastern Mosaic's guest cinema reporter rendezvoused with agent Vinod for a one-on-one briefing.
Hello to all Eastern Mosaic viewers, I'm AB Moosa, wishing you a very warm welcome from London, the city where Indian cinema has, over the past decade, dominated a huge chunk of the entertainment scene. Recent figures would have it that Indian cinema contributes as much as 2.5 billion rand each year to the UK economy, and at the heart of it lies its capital city, London.
One of the recent releases to reach UK cinemas was Agent Vinod, and the hero was on the London leg of a globe-hopping promotional tour.
2012 is certainly tipped to be another star-studded year for Indian cinema. One much talked about film is the action thriller Agent Vinod. Well, Eastern Mosaic had the opportunity to catch up with none other than Agent Vinod himself, Saif Ali Khan, who recently visited London to promote the film, in which he not only plays the lead character, but has also co-produced. Saif, welcome to Eastern Mosaic. It's wonderful to have you with us on the show.
Thank you.
With Agent Vinod being 2 years in the making, does the final product warrant what would possibly be perceived as a long time?
Yes, shooting-wise, it was 110 days, which is actually not that long. The perception is a bit longer, and we stopped shooting for about 8 months in the middle because we needed some more time to prep than we thought. And that's not really a bad thing at all. But budget-wise and time-wise, we were on. But to answer your question, I think when I see the movie, it's definitely worth it, and it does warrant.
And you have conveyed on many occasions that Agent Vinod in particular is a special project for you. Please, can you share with us why?
I think India has always had a fascination for these kind of slight Bond rip-off kind of movies. So, being that the market is there, I thought it might be interesting to make a movie that isn't a rip-off, but has its own kind of original character in that spy kind of action world. And therefore, Sri Ram Raghavan, who's a smart director, wouldn't fall into the trap of just copying a kind of a Western movie. There was a film in 1977 called Agent Vinod, and the Rajshri it's a lovely, it's a big hit.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you see it now, it's a bit cheesy because it's got crazy things like a gun that fires backwards and kills the guy shooting it, and I think the hero beats up Moneypenny in the opening scene.
I was actually going to ask you why specifically Vinod.
I thought it was a strange title for a movie, Agent Vinod. But somehow after 20 years in movies, I realized that it's actually a really cool title because it cuts across, the whole demographic. And if it's projected correctly, it'll look pretty interesting as well. Like even Mission Impossible is quite a cheesy title actually.
Would you say that Agent Vinod is an attempt to move away from the previous more romantic roles, and if so, why?
Not really. It's just you try and do different things, put yourself in different situations, and keep things fresh.
Are the action sequences particularly challenging?
Yeah, very much so, actually.
Is the plaster evidence of some of that?
It was battered and bruised and cut every time we did something, and there was quite a lot of stuff.
Playing a hero who relies more on old-school kinetic energy than fancy gadgets, Saif Ali Khan could certainly wear his band-aid with pride.
Tell me, with Indian cinema growing with popularity on all cultures and communities around the world, would you believe that Agent Vinod is primarily focused at the Indian cinema goer, or would it be a wider appeal?
Sriram feels it's got a wider appeal, but I'm basically interested in the Indian audience, really. Because there's a huge market there, and we like films slightly different to the West. So it's made for an Indian. Also, something special about Agent Vinod, I think, is that it has India and Pakistan on the same side, script-wise, which I thought was an important thing.
Similarities are being drawn between this film and James Bond. What's your take on that?
No, not at all. I mean, Bond is, of course, an iconic English character, primarily, an advert for decadent capitalism being a perfectly fine way of life, usually in contrast to communist Russia. And with the collapse of the Iron Curtain, ceased to be quite as relevant as a personality until Daniel Craig has sort of reinvented it in terms of, a commando or SAS kind of tough guy. And again, with, I think, even Islamic fundamentalist terrorism, the capitalist decadent hero comes into play again to say that that's okay. So that's Bond. This is not...
This is a different kind of feel.
It's not in that at all.
And with Kareena Kapoor playing the lead female role, how was that experience working with her on this project?
It was very nice as usual, but having a certain amount of influence with the producer, she used to say things to me like, can you not drive the bike very fast? And can you not pull the trigger on the gun because it makes too much noise? So I said, well, it's an action movie called Agent Vinod, and we're in the middle of a gunfight. What do you want me to do? So she said, well, maybe you can do it in post. So there was, but generally, I'm joking, of course. She's a great actor. And there's a danger for, off-screen couples to look very boring on screen, I feel. And one of the challenges with this film was to play our characters correctly and have some kind of chemistry on film, which I think we've managed to achieve.
We've heard that, Kareena, you are anticipated to tie the knot, so we wanted to wish you both all the best and wonderful life together.
Not tying to be discussed after Agent Vinod.
Okay.
Right now we're both
Focused on the film.
focused and married to the movie.
Well, wish you all the best in that and your careers respectively.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
Whilst Agent Vinod on the surface might come across as a character who still has the girls, the guns and quick-fire plans to escape, most similarities with James Bond stop there. Agent Vinod is essentially an Indian hero who in 2012 is set to conquer the hearts of cinema lovers the world over, and in a way that only Indian cinema can.
Yeah, from the old school to the new school, we keep it cool. We're doing it live, from India to Russia.
Amanda is zalim, liberty itala, daim resisting. Amanda is zalim, liberty itala, daim resisting.
Let it go. I'll do the talking tonight. To Jimmy